Hello friends, welcome to my new video. In today's lesson, I will teach you on how we configure distributed file system or DFS. The purpose of this lesson is to help your organization keep your file server safe. Let's say if our file server fail at one physical server, we can replicate this file server to another physical machine. So it will help your organizations to maintain if any disaster happen. Let's say we have two server. One is DC1 that is store the file server, and we have DC2, okay, that replicate file server from DC1. So let's say if DC1 fail, mean that the file server, the primary file server fail, we still have the backup or the file that is synchronized from the file DC1 or file server or primary server. Okay, so to do this, we need to have like two server or two physical machine. Okay, one is original or primary file server. Okay, and the second one is replica file server machines. Okay, now to do this, first I in this lab I build my file server on my domain controller. So what you need to do, you need to go to a server manager, and you need to add role and service, add role and feature, next, next, next. Okay, you have to note here I install this service on DC1. Next, and then you find file and resource service, and then you expand file and iSCSI. You choose this two, DFS namespace and DFS replication. So make sure that this service is ticked and installed. In this, I have already installed it, so I no need to install. If you don't install, just click on it and next. So I recommend everyone that before you install any service, you can read its description, so you will understand what is this service used for. So I can summarize that this service is used for replicate our data. Okay, you can see replicate is a multi-master, and this one, this namespace enable you to group share folder located in different server. Okay, so I already installed the service. So after you install this service on DC1, you need to go to DC2. Okay, here is my DC2. You see DC2, and you also need to access file server manager and install this role and service too. You go to make role and feature, and then next. You see this one DC2. Click next, and then you go to file and storage service. You go to install this service the same. So in my server 2, I already installed this service, so I no need to install. If you don't install, you need to install all this service. Okay. Now after you install all of service, both DC1 and DC2, first you need to go to your DC2 again. Okay. Okay, here my DC1. Here is my DC1. So I need to go to find the DFS management. Okay, here on namespace, you right click, choose new namespace, and then you browse your DC. So my DC name, here is the name of your DC1. Okay. Okay. And then you also type win pk DC2. Okay. So in here, we need to put all the server, enter the name of the server with host namespace, therefore you must specify none as name server. Okay. Oh, sorry, this one I put only DC1. Okay, DC2 will do another pack. Next, and this one you need to give the namespace for your server. So let's say this one is my main folder in the previous sessions. I have the folder of file server to share. So in this folder, I have finance, HR, IT, and public. So this name, I will put the Msolved text. So I can go to click here. This one, you can put another name as well. Okay, and then you click edit. Okay, and then you have to find the path of your file server. Okay, so you see win DC1. So my file server store on drive E name the Msolved text. Okay, I click on the Msolved text and okay. Okay, so this permission I have already configured. If you have already given the permissions to all your file server, this one I suggest you to choose here. You can choose use custom permission, or if you are not sure, you also click here. Administrator have full access. Other user have read only permission. So the permission will be applied when you first set up. Okay. I click next, click next, and then I click next. Okay, create. Okay, you see the namespace is already successfully added. I close. Okay, and then you see here. Okay, enable. So this one we need to enable another namespace, which is DC2. I click on it. You can add name server, and then you browse win DC2. Okay, click OK, go to edit, and here is you browse to DC2. Okay, let's make a folder. Now I go to my DC2. Okay, here is my DC2. DC2 I store here. You can also create the folder here, or you can make a new folder here as well. Here it give us to make the folder. So I will create the folder here, the Msolved text. Okay, so this folder I suggest you put the same name as our file server here. You can also right click, copy, and then you go and paste. Yes, just in case different. Okay, so I click on my here the Msolved text, the folder that just created. Okay, and then I choose this permission. Okay, okay. So now we have two namespace. One is DC1. Okay, you can check here. One is DC1 and another one is DC2. So next we need to make this namespace replicate each other. So you just right click new replication group. Okay, and then you click next. And here is you can put your group name. Let's say I put DFS replica. Okay, I just put myself. Then I put here replicate my file server. Okay, and then domain. Make sure that here is your domain. Click next. Okay, and then here you see click add and then select two or more server that will become member of replication group. So this one, if you have 3 server or 4 server, you have to add all. So here I put my tool server DC1. Okay, P, and here I have DC2. So this, if you have more than two, you have to add it all. Okay, you see. So now we have tool server here. Okay, click next. Okay, I take full mesh as recommended. Next. Okay, so this one, during your replicate, you also choose the bandwidth, whether you have like a fast speed internet connection or slow internet connection, you can choose on it. So here I put full. Okay, click next. Here select the server that content you want to replicate to another member. So this one I choose DC1 as my primary file server. Next, and then path, you have to add path. Okay, so DC1, I have here my path, the folder. Okay, the file server folder. Okay, okay, and then you click OK. Okay, check. Okay, good. Next. Okay, so this one, they ask us to specify the local path of replicated folder, or whether the folder is read-only. Select the appropriate member and click OK. So this one, I click on edit and enable it. So this one, they ask us select the initial setup of replicate folder on this member. So we have to enable and replicate what we have just did here to DC2. Okay, so you select DC2, the folder that we just created. Okay, okay, and then click next. Next. So you can see the setter here. Our group name DFS Replicate, become my file server, our description. So you see replication group member DC1, DC2. You can, especially you see here, there are two connections. DC2 to DC1 and DC1 to DC2. So this one is synchronized together. Okay, I click create. Okay, so this one is set group success, replicate success, close. Okay, so you can go to check over here. You see enable DC1 and DC2. You can see the connection. The connection is enabled. If you don't want to make it replicate, you just disable it. Okay. Okay, now I need to go to the, I close this one. I close it. And you go to the services. Services, you need to enable the service of what we have just created. You just restart DFS namespace and DFS replication. Both server DC1 and DC2, you have to restart it all. Okay, I close it. Now I go to my DC2. I do the same thing. I go to services and DFS. Okay. Okay, so you need to restart both. Here I do on DC2. Okay, I restart it. Okay. Okay, I close it. So now we'll go to see together, everyone. Okay, I close. Okay. Now Msolved. Let's say I create one folder in HR department, payroll. I create folder name like May payroll. Okay. Okay. So this folder I create on DC1. Now I go to check on DC2. Okay, here I want here is my DC2. DC2. So take HR payroll. Okay, you see on the DC2 also have the folder name May payroll. Okay, so if I create one more folder like May, can you very much May June? Okay, June payroll. Okay, you see when I create June payroll here in our primary server also have it. Now let's say if I log on to my user. Okay, so I will log on to my user. Okay, I need to check my user bit. What are the user that I have created? Okay, let's now go to HR. Okay, it have Chris.tin. Okay, I log in the user Chris.tin. PA. Okay, let's check together. If I log on to my Christine, he is the member of HR department. And let's see what the group of Christine. I check. Okay, so Christine is group HR, but he can access only G recruitment. Okay, G recruitment. Okay. Now let's say recruitment. Okay, so in the recruitment folder, I will create one folder name. This is the folder that access to our file server from Christine. So I will put CV001 and I copy and I put CV002. Okay, so here is what our end user do. So now I close it, I minimize, and I go to see our file server whether it have or not. In recruitment, HR department, recruitment. Okay, you see, so the folder will be stored here. Okay, store as primary server. Now we go to DC2, the replicate folder or replicate server. Okay, here is my DC2. Okay, you can see here is my DC2. Now I need to check in my DC2 whether the recruitment it have replicates to this folder or not. Recruitment. Okay, you see, so all the primary server and also the secondary server and the user that access to our server, they have all of this data that they update. Okay, so that's all for today's lesson. I hope that you find this lesson useful. If your organization have limited budget, I think DFS is good, or file server replication is good for you. You can also keep your organization safe just in case it have a disaster. Okay, so that's all. See you in the next video.